So on practice problem 31, it's the one that deals with the leaning tower. It gives us a triangle formed by the leaning tower and the ground with an angle of 61 degrees. The distance from those 2 points is 126, and the tower is approximately 181.5 feet. So with that, it wants us to find the angle formed right here. So since we know 2 sides and one of the angles opposite to the sides, we can use law of sines. So let's go ahead and apply it. And let's call this angle theta. So sine of 61 degrees divided by the length opposite it equals sine of, we're going to first have to find alpha. So sine of alpha and 126. I'm going to go ahead and cheat this because I know that this will multiply by this and this will multiply by this, but then we'll have to divide this over. So once we completely go through, it's going to look like this. 126 times this divided by 181.5. And alpha, which is our top angle, will equal, let me type it in. It will equal 37.3851. 4 degrees. Okay, so knowing that, we can now find theta by subtracting the angles. So theta equals 180 minus the 61 that we were given, minus the alpha that we just found. And that gets us 81.6146 degrees. Now make sure to round correctly. The one that I had said round to 1 decimal place, so 81.6 degrees. And that found the angle. Now it wants us to find the perpendicular bisector that bisects P and Q. So basically the line that when it drops from there, it makes a right angle. Okay, so let me draw another triangle because I drew that one bad. Okay, so we have this 61 degrees, we have the 126 feet, we have 181.5. We know that this angle is 81.6, and let's drop that. Okay, so we're looking for the height of that bisector, the perpendicular distance. Okay, so to go about finding that, and since we know the hypotenuse and angle, we can apply SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so we know our hypotenuse and we know our angle, and we're looking for opposite the angle. So let's use sine because it's opposite the angle and is the hypotenuse. So sine of 81.6 degrees equals our opposite angle, which is h, over the hypotenuse. Solve for h. And plug that in your calculator, find out what it is. I get 179.5596 feet. Make sure to round appropriately. I'm seeing that it wanted 2 decimal places, so I'll round it to 179.56 feet. And that's how you do problem number 31, which deals with the Leaning Tower of Pisa.